Hi, welcome to yet another vlog here on Perfect Journey. Today I want to talk with you about the technique that will elevate your photography level just like that. And I'm going to do it with the help of this bad boy, which is my absolutely favorite lens. Let's go. Why are you following me? Just kidding. It is supposed to follow. A photo is a representation of reality displayed on a 2D screen. It's flat. But since we are 3D creatures and we can perceive depth, we cannot fall for the illusion of looking through the window that the photo creates. What we can do as photographers is to use that mechanism to our advantage and kind of enhance that fake 3D feeling. Because photo is still 2D. There are many different techniques to achieve that. I think most commonly used is a shallow depth of field. In the video about basics of photography, I told you that a wide aperture creates a blurred background behind our subject. If you put a finger in front of your face and focus your eyes on it, you will see that the background goes blurry. It's the same effect, although it's achieved a bit differently in camera. Let's not focus on technical stuff here.
Why is it called a shallow depth of field? Take a look at this photo that I took at an aperture of f1.8. As you can see, only a very thin or shallow part of this branch is in focus and the rest gets gradually more blurry. Same photo taken at f11 makes a much larger chunk of this branch sharp. Using a shallow depth of field is an easy way to separate our subject from the background.
So what? Just always shoot at the widest possible aperture and be done with it? No, that would be too simple.
Even though it looks great, it's not always a good idea to open your aperture wide. Here, I've taken a close-up of my face. Eye is stuck sharp, but the rest of my facial features are blurry. Our subject might want to have a sharp picture of more than just their eyes, so be mindful about it.
But let's put that aside and focus on our shallow depth of field. What most amateurs don't realize is that we need to think not only about our background, but also about our foreground. Here, the real magic of this technique is hidden.
A simple shot of me in the woods can be improved by simply adding something in front of your lens. Here I used some dried up leaves to get that warm haze effect. Foreground is another layer that helps us believe in that fake 3D illusion we wanna create. A few more shots utilizing that technique.
The best thing about it is that you can put almost anything in front of your lens to create an awesome looking effect.
A leaf, a phone, my hand. Possibilities are infinite. Also mind that the amount of blur changes with distance, so we can go from a colorful mist to a more recognizable shape, whatever fits your needs.
Keep foreground in mind during your shoots, and I guarantee that your photos will look so much better. If you follow me on Instagram, link in the description, you've probably noticed that I use foreground quite extensively, as I really enjoy that pop effect it helps to create. There is one additional aspect that I want to mention, which is why this lens is my favorite one. On the market you can find many different ones that open even wider, so that's nothing special. But this particular lens combines a wide aperture of f1.8 with a longer focal length. Let me explain. You've probably heard about wide-angle lenses, like the one that is filming me right now. As the name suggests, they have a wide field of view. They see a lot. Of course, if we have wide lenses, we also have narrow or long ones. The key thing to remember is that the longer the lens, the more it compresses space between your subject and the background.
Both of these shots were taken with the same camera settings. My position didn't change. The only difference is the focal length used. Mind that I had to move the camera to keep my size in the frame roughly the same. Much larger background caused by that space compression also helps building subject separation.
So, if you wanna go for a maximum fake 3D effect, you should combine a wide aperture with a longer focal length. Of course, I'm not saying you need to buy this particular lens, as it is sadly quite an expensive one, but if you feel like this whole shallow depth of field thing might fit your style, I strongly suggest buying yourself a lens that goes to at least f1.8. Even something shorter like 50mm will still give you very pleasing results. Thanks so much for watching. As always, stay awesome, and yes, I'll see you in the next one.